Hi, I'm Lou, another episode of My Car Story. Today we're featuring a car at the Klairmont Collection. That's a private collection, but we're giving you the chance to come in and see this beauty. So with that being said, I'm here with Andrew Vogel.
Lou, great to see you.
Vice President of Marketing Sales here at the Klairmont Collection. Andrew, tell us a little bit about the Klairmont Collection.
All right, so here what we have is a private automobile museum in the city of Chicago. It's about 100,000 square feet and over 300 automobiles on display. All of them run, they're all amazing, spanning about 100 years. It's a terrific collection. Private though, but if you'd like to see it, go to KlairmontKollections.org. That's with two Ks, KlairmontKollections.org. Check out the website, and you'll see more information there, but come see us with a group. That's the best way to do it. But for now, Lou's here, so we're going to see a terrific car today.
What car are we featuring today, Andrew?
Now that I've said all that, right? It's a 1940 Buick 41C Special convertible. It's a four-door convertible. Actually, one of my favorite cars in the whole museum. We have some amazing cars, but this one just really, all the bits and pieces are where they're supposed to be on this car, and it even runs great, and we'll hear that later on too. Let's take a look.
I'll grab the camera as I usually do. So Andrew, here we are. Let's feature this beauty right off the bat. The first thing I think when I see this car is I think of, just because of the color, not because it's the same car at all, but it reminds me of the Karate Kid when he jumps in the car and he's like, "Banzai!" He's driving off to go with the girl on the date.
Okay.
So, what a stance.
Yeah, it's a pretty formidable piece of sheet metal, that's for sure. It's attractive for the day. You have to remember we're talking 1940, just before World War II. The cars had not quite lost their running boards yet, but you see the integration nicely, the fender and the headlights into the hood, the grille, everything sort of flows a little bit more. It's got a nice feel to it for really what is a very big car.
Mm-hmm. And look at that wonderful hood instrument, ornament that goes all the way down. As I like to say, it looks like this car has jewelry. You see the word special there.
And it has this look like locomotives of the day. You know, the trains and automobiles had a lot of similarities in the way they were designed to look in the day, and so you see that perfect example of something like that here.
The windshield has a two flat pieces there, as you can see. It goes back to that kind of locomotive front end look. The wheels on the fenders. Here's the four doors. Notice how they open there. One opens that way, one opens this way, and you've got that center post. But the beautiful room in the back and the lovely wood ashtray. I'm going to just shut this one momentarily. As you can see, the light shut off. And look at the back. You just take that in for a moment. That's just sweet. And from this angle, you can just see how much car you have there. Nice, beautiful piece on the back of the car. That's just wonderful. And a big, you can see there's a little light here to light that up. And as I like to say, the jewelry and the little tail lights.
Big
right
car,
there.
small lights.
Big car, small lights. Let's take a look at the interior.
Sure, here we go.
Thank you, Andrew. I just noticed something in the back seat. There's a vent on the floor.
Uh-huh.
To keep you...
For the heat, yeah.
Yeah, keep you warm. Big door. Stand next to that, Andrew, would you?
Yeah, so you kind of get an idea.
There's a size of a...
Of a...
6 foot human being.
Right.
To get that, we've got the turned instrumentation, and even like on the side of the seat here, you see that piece there. And of course, you've got this beautiful Buick with the scripting there. Take a look at that beautiful emblem in the center. Buick 8 featured there in the original.
Yeah, everything you see here on the instruments, the dashboard, the steering wheel, everything is original to the car.
Notice the word Buick spelled out there in the lighter, the ashtray, the clock. see the detail as we kind of pan back out. And the gauges there. Just spectacular. The throttle, the lights, the ignition, and that wonderful speedometer. But you gotta love this wood that's up here, the wipers, little mirror. Let's open the hood. This is kind of unique how this opens. You pull that little special, and you hear that pop.
And the mechanism is really terrific, actually. And you see how this mechanism works here, whereas this comes up and hinged, the elbow, if you will, and then it drops down in and locks.
Nice. Let's open the other side too, because we'll get a little more light. The other side opens the exact same way. Well, you see a air cleaner and the single carb. There with some of the detail. And there's the back on the firewall there. There's your plaque right there. I'm gonna try to get that just a little bit clearer. There we go. Giving you some of the detail of the car on the wall. But if you'll notice, this is one big 8.
Yeah, it's a big straight 8 and a terrific example here, just because
Look at the other side too.
it's so it runs so well and it's so smooth. See that Buick 8 and the Dynaflash.
Nice. Is there some writing on the top of that? No? Okay.
Oil cushion valve in head, you see.
Show that again if you would. Look at that.
See the distributor quite a ways down the block,
Oh yeah.
because it's really another tall engine, you know, of the period, as they did then. They needed a lot of clearance for this
Yeah.
really tall.
Let's start her up. Let's start
Okay.
this beauty. That's smooth,
It's
Andrew.
so smooth, and you know it's fairly quiet too. But there is no vibration. It's really quite remarkable for a car that was made in 1940 to be like this. And part of that's the 8-cylinder, the straight 8 configuration.
Yeah.
And part of that is, quite frankly, this particular car just was so well preserved that what you see is what you get, and you hear and you feel as though it were a relatively new car. It's really fantastic.
Let me just get a little exhaust note before you shut her down. There's the tail lights. Beautiful. Okay, let's shut her down. Beautiful. Let's have you come on out, and we'll put it all back together.
It's a testament to the design as well, that after all these years, and yes, this has had some restoration work over the years just to bring it all right back to snuff, but everything fits so well, and it all is exactly as you'd expect to find it, as though it rolled off the showroom floor. It's really very cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
Andrew, thanks
Yeah.
again. Come on up towards the front there.
Sure.
Thanks again for showing us another great car here at the Klairmont Collection. Thanks so much.
You bet, Lou. Always great to see you.